This is a great new update. This is a proper way of presenting it ahead of time with a good amount of information in the article as to what's coming. Good decision making also in terms of content. Stuff that people really wanted to have are actually coming in May. And quite frankly, these kinds of updates are getting me excited as well. A few videos ago I mentioned that Amazon and Smilegate don't really seem to know themselves what they're gonna give us. But this is what I mean. This is what we need more of. Our first ever Legion raid, Commander Valtan, is coming in May to ease us into the Legion raid content, and it's such a cool fight also. I'm really excited for those of you who have never actually done Valtan to get yourself into this. It starts at 14:15 for the normal mode and then hard mode 14:45. You're gonna get there even if you are under 14:15. This will also give you materials to craft your first artifact set of gear. Granted, we won't be able to complete a full 6 out of 6 set just now, simply because these sets require materials from both Valtan and another Legion raid which we don't have yet, called Viakis. Viakis being an entry item level of 1430 for the normal mode. People were expecting for us to get Valtan 1450 in the normal mode now at the same time with Viakis normal mode 1430. Instead we got both versions of Valtan, normal and hard mode. It's a way of doing it, maybe less confusing this way, but I really hope that we're gonna get Viakis in June, since if we already have 1445 content, then we should absolutely have the 1431 as well, so we can complete our set or start completing our sets in June. On top of the artifact gear, which by the way has some fantastic set bonuses to choose from, we're also getting artifact grade accessories, which have more engraving points on them than the legendary ones. For example, you can get +5 grudge, +3 keen blunt on the same accessory, right? So more opportunities to get more engravings, or at the same time, with fewer of these artifact grade accessories, you can get the same setup as you have now, for example 4x3 or whatever. Needless to say that they're gonna be very expensive at the beginning, so getting lucky and managing to get yourself into the content right as it comes about, and getting lucky is going to most likely net you a lot of gold. The new Guardian raid Descaluda also drops artifact grade accessories, and on top of that is a really nice fight and quite challenging at that for those of you who are looking for that next challenge after Velganos. On top of this, we get the South Vern Chaos dungeons. I'm not sure how many stages we're gonna get from the South Vern Chaos dungeons. Maybe we're actually going to get all three, so 1415, 1445, and then 1470. Everything above and including 1445 level of Chaos Dungeon from South Vern drops you artifact grade accessories, so this might be something for you to consider in case you're close to 1445 now and you also want, after May's update, sort of an easy way of farming the cool new things that are going to sell for a lot of gold if you get lucky, which is these accessories. Maybe you can consider pushing yourself to 1445 before this patch. We're also getting the world boss in South Vern with really nice rewards, by the way, and as far as I remember, this one is an item level 1460 encounter. Destroyer, a new class, is also coming. So excited myself to finally have a fourth character in tier 3, because this is a class that I can actually see myself playing at around Argos level, so me very excited for this. Unfortunately, Rox confirmed on the forums that there's not going to be any other power pass available with the release of the Destroyer, so if you still have maybe the Phaeton power pass, if you haven't used it, or the Super Express mission, you can try to give one of those two a go. In my opinion, this might even upset some people, or at least make them ask some questions like, why did the Glavier release get a Phaeton power pass all the way to middle of tier 2? Not saying that they're connected one with another, you could have used the Phaeton power pass on any other class you wanted, but just saying people who were excited for the Glavier also were double excited to find out that they can also start all the way from tier 2 instantly. They don't need to wait at all with their excitement to play the class that they really wanted to play. The same goes for a Destroyer. People who really are excited for Destroyer or who want to play the class seriously or make it their main, they have to now go through all of the process manually through tier 1 and 2, etc. Or wait 8 hours for the knowledge transfer system to boost you to 50 and pay some gold, and then pay more gold if you want to skip the story, or just go through the story manually. I'm not saying that every new class release should get a free power pass. past. I'm also not trying to beg for a power pass here. I'm pretty sure they have a reason why they didn't add it, or maybe it was just an oversight and they will. So keep an eye out for that. But all I'm saying that is that power passes are available in the Lost Ark shop for a reason, and especially for our Western release, they should already be here in my opinion. We are also getting a new island, and in South Vern, the hard mode version of the Chaos Line, and South Vern Chaos Gate. Another exciting piece of content with May's update is the GVG or the guild content. We're getting the island sieges for PvP and the raid bosses for PvE. I'm glad they left some of this content that's not all equalized in terms of gear for a little bit later, giving more people the chance to really get into the game, start grinding for their gear, and progress with their item level alongside their guildies, and only afterwards, like now in May, start joining these GVG battles. New costumes and hairstyles, another great decision to add Neria's dressing room for about a month in the cash shop. Very good. Neria's dressing room is a place where you can purchase individual pieces of skins, of costumes, and then just equip them as you wish. These skins in the Neria's dressing room rotate, right? But I'm not quite sure if they're going to actually rotate within the 1 month that we're getting it. In the picture on the official article, these were the skins that they showed. I can also show them to you on the Russian version, simply because right now in the Neria's dressing room here, they also have the same exact skins. Quality of life changes, including the in-game checklist. Basically, if I would go to my character selection screen, I can set up here on the right hand side what I want to track, right? So if I do the weekly Eponas as well and I click save, it tells me exactly how many do I have. Daily Eponas and how much rest bonus do I have. Chaos Dungeon and how much rest bonus. And if I just click on another character on my account, I can see again a detailed statistic of what exactly have I done and haven't I done. This is very nice for alts. This is such a perfect timing for them to introduce this quality of life changes, simply because now people actually start having alts and it gets boring to just go through 5 or 6 different loading screens on a daily basis 6 times over. So really nice. Marketplace changes, another thing that I can show you here on the Russian client, for example. If I would go to search, it looks a little bit different than ours, right? And you can sort them in a different way and you can search for them in a different way. This again is just a positive change overall. Improved party finder and party invites, loot dismantling, again something that I can show you here. I also wanted to show you, by the way, in the mount section, this is also coming. This is an interesting feature. You can just drag this, so this one cycles in between the mounts you added to favorites here, just so it doesn't spawn you a horse when in fact you want something that has a very long dash because you're in a hurry. So it's an interesting feature overall, a fun little thing. And I almost forgot the front and back indicators. Basically, you can customize bosses to have arrows at the back or front or in both sides, so you can see where they're facing and where their butt is, right? This is the place where you customize it. You can change the color and you can change which one to display, etc. Very cool thing. And that's sort of everything. There's quite a lot coming in May. Finally, the first update which really puts Lost Ark into sort of the end game territory. From here on out, we're finally getting into the things that currently make Lost Ark in other regions. So far it was sort of a ease into it, sort of a tutorial tier 1, 2 and a little bit of tier 3, right? So you can get used to everything, the engravings, the cards, the gems, the raiding 8-man, etc. Very exciting to start the final version of Lost Ark. And by the way, oh my god, I almost forgot something very important. The class balance changes, we talked about them a couple of videos ago on my YouTube channel. These class balance changes are also coming alongside with the new class destroyer. So if you want to know what happened recently to the classes, I will link you in the description below my video discussing the most recent changes that we're also getting with May's update. Let me know which change, which note, which feature is the most exciting to you. I'm very interested in finding out if it's maybe the Valtan raid or maybe the new class destroyer, or who knows, you might be an Area's dressing room person and that gets you going. Whatever it is, I want to read about it, so please let me know. In the meantime, I wish you a lovely day, and until next time, take care and see you soon.